Imagine a Muslim community that believes their Messiah has already come, rejects violence in the name of religion, and actively preaches peace to the world, yet is shunned, persecuted, and declared heretical by many within the Muslim world. Meet the Ahmadis, a group whose story is as controversial as it is fascinating. How do their beliefs challenge the mainstream, and why are they so divisive? Let's explore the untold story of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community. In the vast tapestry of Islam, there exists a group that has carved out its own distinct identity, the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community. Founded in the late 19th century in British India, this movement has grown into a global community of millions. But their beliefs, centered on the arrival of a Messiah, have put them at odds with mainstream Islamic theology, leading to both admiration and fierce opposition. Today, we'll dive into the origins of the Ahmadiyya faith, the key ways it differs from mainstream Islam and the controversies that surround it. The story begins in 1889 in the small town of Qadian, India, where a man named Mirza Ghulam Ahmad founded the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community. Ahmad claimed to be the promised Messiah and Mahdi, figures prophesied in Islamic tradition to appear in the end times. But here's where things take a controversial turn. Ahmad declared that he was not just the Messiah for Muslims, but for all of humanity. He believed his mission was to revive the true essence of Islam, peace, compassion, and rationality, and to guide people away from what he saw as the dogmatic and militant interpretations of the faith. Fast forward to today, and the Ahmadiyya Muslim community has grown into a global movement with an estimated 10-20 million members spread across over 200 countries. While the largest population of Ahmadis is in Pakistan, many have been forced to flee due to severe persecution. Now, the global headquarters of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community is in the United Kingdom, specifically in the town of Tilford, Surrey, near their central mosque, the Fazl Mosque in London. Their spiritual leader, known as the Khalifa or Caliph, currently resides there. This caliphate has become the heart of the community, overseeing humanitarian efforts, interfaith dialogue, and the propagation of their beliefs worldwide. However, despite their global presence, Ahmadis face restrictions in practicing their faith. One of the most striking examples is that Ahmadis are officially banned from performing Hajj or Umrah, the sacred pilgrimages to Mecca. Saudi Arabia's policies prohibit Ahmadis from entering Mecca or Medina, as they are not recognized as Muslims under the Saudi government's interpretation of Islamic law. This exclusion from one of the central pillars of Islam is a painful reality for many Ahmadis. So, what exactly do Ahmadis believe that sets them apart from mainstream Islam? Here are the core differences. The finality of prophethood. In mainstream Islam, Prophet Muhammad is considered the last prophet, Khatamun Nabiyyin. Ahmadis, however, interpret this title differently. They believe that Muhammad is the final law-bearing prophet, but that non-law-bearing prophets can still appear to revive his teachings. This is why they accept Mirza Ghulam Ahmad as a prophet, a belief that most Muslims reject outright. The Messiah and the Mahdi. While mainstream Muslims await the physical return of Jesus, Isa, and the coming of the Mahdi, Ahmadis believe that these roles were metaphorically fulfilled by Mirza Ghulam Ahmad. According to Ahmadis, these prophecies are symbolic and point to a spiritual reformer rather than a literal second coming. Jihad. Ahmadis take a radically different stance on jihad, often misunderstood as holy war. They emphasize that jihad in the modern era should be a peaceful struggle through education, dialogue, and moral reform, not violence. This directly challenges extremist interpretations of Islam. Interfaith harmony. Unlike many interpretations of Islam that focus on exclusivity, Ahmadis actively promote interfaith harmony. Their motto, love for all, hatred for none, reflects their belief in universal peace and coexistence. Ahmadis have a spiritual caliphate that they believe continues the leadership of the Muslim world. This caliphate is focused on global outreach and humanitarian work, contrasting with political caliphates pursued by extremist groups. Despite being a relatively small community, the Ahmadiyya Muslim community has had an outsized impact on the world. They've built schools, hospitals, and humanitarian projects across the globe. Their international charity organization, Humanity, first provides disaster relief and aid to people of all faiths and backgrounds. Ahmadis are also known for translating the Quran into over 70 languages, making it one of the most widely accessible religious texts in the world. Their annual peace symposiums bring together leaders from various faiths to promote dialogue and understanding. But the story of the Ahmadis is not just one of peace and outreach, it's also one of struggle and persecution. In Pakistan, where the largest Ahmadi population resides, they have been declared non-Muslims under the Constitution since 1974. Ahmadis are forbidden by law to refer to themselves as Muslims or to use Islamic greetings and practices. In some cases, even owning Islamic texts can lead to imprisonment. The persecution doesn't stop at legal discrimination. Ahmadis have faced mob violence, arson attacks, and targeted killings in countries like Pakistan, Indonesia, and Algeria. Despite this, the community remains steadfast in its peaceful mission. So, why do these peaceful beliefs provoke such intense opposition? Many mainstream Muslim scholars argue that the Ahmadi interpretation of Islam undermines the very foundation of the faith, particularly the belief in the finality of prophethood. For these critics, accepting Mirza Ghulam Ahmad as a prophet challenges the core identity of Islam as defined by Prophet Muhammad. On the other hand, supporters of the Ahmadiyya movement argue that their beliefs align with Islam's core message of peace and unity, and that their persecution stems more from politics than theology. It's a debate that continues to divide the Muslim world. The story of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community is one of resilience, peace, and unwavering commitment to their beliefs. They challenge the status quo, inspire dialogue, and remind us of the diversity within Islam, a diversity that isn't always easy to accept. What do you think about the Ahmadis and their unique beliefs? Are they a beacon of peace or a theological challenge to mainstream Islam? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this story intriguing, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating religious and cultural movements. And remember, stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.